What is going on, Shedheads? Happy Friday to you guys out there. Of course, we're back, and it is Friday for a little bit of a rebuild, rewick, refresh session. I've been vaping the hell out of this Bonza Pro the past few weeks with these quad-core aliens from Drip Theory in them. It's the only build that's really been in there since I got it, so I want to build it with something else, something slightly different, try it out, see how it vapes, all that good stuff. And with that, we'll see what maybe the guys might be setting up, if they're setting it up something. If not, they might just be shooting shit, hanging out. So in the meantime, let's start off with Chris. What you vaping on tonight?
It's pretty simple for me. I got the Odin 200 on top. I got the Blotto Max. The liquid that I got in there is some baked, the strawberry caramel cream. And that's what I'm vaping on now, but I'm going to rewick the good old moonshot. And then I'm gonna put the same flavor in. Because when I started vaping today, I'm like, all right, I got like almost no caramel when I vaped it in 2 different RDAs. I'm not really getting any caramel in this fucking Blotto Max, which to me has like really good flavor. And it's very like forgiving on the wicking. So like I know that it's not the wicking. I know that it's something about it. I can't get any caramel. So I'm gonna try it in the moonshot just for science. But how about you, Sean? What you vaping on?
Man, it's rinse and repeat like usual lately, so it's still the same setup it's been for months now. Rocking the Vapor SO Gen 2, still got the Cosmonaut V2 on top, same chop top, same coils. The only thing that's changed is the liquid, and this week we're rocking on some of that Psycho Cruller Lemon. I gotta say, this Addy barely bringing the lemon note. Like,
Oh, really?
barely any lemon at all. Like, very light on the inhale at the very front, and then it just hits you so hard with Psycho Crawler. You you don't know, if I don't tell you that it's a lemon Psycho Crawler, that this is lemon at all. You just think it was regular Psycho Crawler,
Hmm.
which doesn't bother me. I still love regular Psycho Crawler, but yeah, it's still good. I enjoy the hell out of it, and I don't have any access to any Addies right now because they're all packed up because I move house tomorrow. So next time y'all see me, this whole background gonna look different, and I don't even know what that means for me. So
Maybe a surprise for all of us.
yeah, I don't even know what room I'm gonna put the studio in when I get there. Like that's how like I don't know how things are gonna go right now.
That's how
Uh,
I don't know. I don't know is.
yeah, like legit. So that's where I'm at right now. Means it's over to you, James.
All right, so switch things up a little bit from this morning. I got the Vert V2 with the RDA2 on top.
Would you look
Super,
at that?
super matchy match action with the green rings, green ASC, a
Yeah.
Janklin chop top on top of there, or 8-bit from DHD. Inside of this, I'm not sure whose coils they are. They look like they're some 3mm, possibly triple 26s. So I would say they're probably either Drip Theories or Breeze Tones. Not 100% sure. Both of those coils from both of those builders rip no matter what, so you can't go wrong with either one. But believe it or not, boys, I changed it up as far as liquids go, and let's say there's a fruit involved, but God, I've been hitting that my damn stizzy that's got that cereal milk strain in it, and it's giving me those kind of like bakery-esque vibes. So I was like, you know what? I need something to vape along those same lines. Busted out the old Boule Bolu, bro. I just had a bottle sitting here on the desk, haven't vaped it in a while, and let me tell you what, man. Out of the RDA2, it just vapes so nicely, man. Tasty. One thing I will say though is I'm so used to vaping the Bonza Pro that I don't necessarily agree with what Steve was saying last week about coming back to the RDA2 and not being able to enjoy the airflow. I will just say that the airflow is so much like smoother feeling in the Bonza than it is in this. And I feel like the one airflow ring is almost too open for me now, to where it's like I almost want a little bit more restriction.
Yeah, dude, that's why I always rock 3mm in mine.
Yeah, well, that's what I have in this
That's,
one
like,
right now.
perfect for
But
me.
even then, like, I feel
Oh,
like,
really?
yeah,
I found with the 3mm, it's like with one,
yeah, it's a
I'm
huge.
like, it's a perfect tightness.
It's
not that
definitely
tight.
like Steve just said. It's definitely a huge switch up from the Bonza Pro to the RDA2. I will agree with you on that for sure. But like, RDA2 is still one of my favorites, man. It's still vaping, amazing flavors popping. The airflow is still smooth, but I feel like it feels smoother in the Bonza Pro. Just my opinion. Just putting that out there. Which of course I'm going to be rebuilding. Already took the coils out, ready to accept some new ones. I put 3 different sets of coils in the poll. If you guys haven't seen, so vote on what set you'd like to see me build with. These are from 3 amazing builders in the community. I've used all 3 of these guys' coils multiple times in multiple different setups, and I gotta say, all 3 of them make some amazing coils, man. So I'm just kind of curious to try this out with something slightly different as far as, the variation of coil, as far as, maybe the diameter, that kind of thing. So we'll let you guys vote, and we'll get that poll taken down here in a few seconds while we let you guys vote a few more times just in case. And before we get into anything else, there's just one thing to do, a little housekeeping that we do at the beginning of every show. It's time to find out what's new in the shed.
Oh, yes, my friends. The Shed Time podcast is available on all podcasting platforms. If you're not familiar, it's a little thing that we do kind of like this, but just a little more open and free form. And this week, we drop an episode where we get talking about some really interesting snack foods and snack news that's been happening. We get to find out James's take on the Mountain Dew Mango Rush flavor, exclusive to your local Little Caesars. And on top of that, we also get my first impressions on the new Butterfinger salted caramel that dropped. It's a thing, and there's even more new Butterfinger flavors that are on the horizon that I've learned about that we've yet to even talk about in episodes. So stay tuned for that information if you're a Butterfinger fan. Nerds Clusters, another snack topic that we talk about, and if you guys don't know, big fans over here at the show. We all enjoy them, and they got a new one that is going to be dropping fairly soon, I hope. And I got some early details about it, thanks to some of my sources that I follow. So you get to hear about that. We also talk about some other cool stuff like fruit flavors and vapes, competitive eating, cultural food, and so much more. So if you want to check all these things out, go check it out. ShedTimePodcast.com has links to everything. And like I said, it's on every podcasting platform. So wherever you get a podcast, just search for Shed Time Podcast. And that's what's new in the shed.
Real quick too, Neil Pitts. No, I have not tried the Bonza Pro and single coil yet. Me personally, I'm not a big single coil guy. When it comes to like maybe like squonking or something like that, maybe. But I'm much more of a dual coil guy. If I can put 2 coils in something, I'm gonna put 2 coils in it majority of the time.
Especially at 24, man.
Yeah. And even with the chamber reducer, the single coil reducer, I still have dual coils in there. Drip 3 said just tried deep fried Jolly Ranchers for the first time. Delicious. Dude, honestly, I prefer deep fried freeze dried Jolly Ranchers more than the other ones because I can eat them without having to fucking fight the urge to crunch down on the fucking Jolly Rancher and it getting all stuck up in my teeth and the shit. But at least with the Jolly Rancher that freeze dried, it just melts into just delicious flavor goodness. Ernst says, okay, we all love the feeling of fresh, brand new pair of socks, but goddamn the lint, man. Dude, the lint is real on a pair of brand new socks. Like, especially like if I wear like a pair of like brand new work socks to work, and then you fucking take them off when you get home after your feet have been in your sweaty boots all day, and then you've just got fucking lint stuck in every nook and cranny of your toes and fucking toenails, and just like you take a shower and then all of a sudden just all this black fucking, well, I wear black socks, so black lint just goes flooding down the drain. Anywho, let's go ahead and see what we got going on here with this poll. We're gonna go ahead and end it here. Oh, pretty even split for the most part. We got 25%, 25% for Breeze Tones and Twisted Timmy, but the winner tonight is the man himself, Drip Theory, with a little bit of some N90 3mm aliens, which is honestly perfect because this is 0.5 millimeter size up from what I had in there originally. So that'll be nice to see how those operate inside. Yeah, so I think
it's N90.
Yeah, N92. So we'll see how that goes. So let me go ahead and do this real quick.
Ramp up? What is that?
Give you guys a little bit of some.
I'll get my shit rolling here. One thing I will say is like while Sean was talking about the podcast, the song popped in my head that I need to hear, but I couldn't remember what it was called. I just knew who sang it. And so then I sang my way through the song enough until I was like, I think that's fucking Hang-Ups. And guess what?
Your boy was right.
It is fucking Goldfinger Hang-Ups. Yeah, dude. Because I was like going through it. So like now I'm just going to listen to the entire.
Dude, it's Goldfinger. How do you not?
Yeah. So.
Now you're just making me want to go play some Tony Hawk and pretend that I'm a Superman.
Dude, that's what song's on right now because that's the #1 track on that fucking album.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
I got these new little snips when I bought my replacement atomizer for my Puffco Peak. And dude, these things are nice. They're really tiny, but dude, they are sharp and snip super, super clean, dude. Got a nice little lock on them too. Little cover.
Of course they would have something that nice.
Yeah, Sean, like this whole album hits for me heavy because this came out when I was like 17 or 18 years old.
Yeah, I was in my mid-teens as I recall, because like I remember that song being on like a whole bunch of games I played. Like skateboard ones, BMX ones, motocross ones, snowboard. Like if it was an extreme sport, Epitaph put it on that soundtrack. And that was the golden era of Epitaph too. Like they were just putting out bangers week after week from bands. It was crazy.
Dude, it was good times.
That late 90s to early 2000s, the rock scene had some absolute heat coming out.
Yeah, before everything changed to like 3-name bands. And all those other bands started to get way less like airplay.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's evolution of music. Evolution doesn't always mean progression.
Yeah, put the damn.
On a flip
Maybe it
side,
does,
though,
but I don't know.
I just seen this clip of Joyner Lucas on Funk Flex.
Bro, that dude is insane, bro.
Like freestyling a verse and then
He did the
rapping that
Nas,
same
bro.
verse
He did the Nas.
backwards.
Yeah.
Like this was the second time they put him on Nas's like to do it. And I was like, yo, like I was never a Joyner Lucas fan. I kind of just, being from Mass, like the way that like when he was coming up, everybody jumped on him and I was like, I'm just not feeling it. But I gotta give the man his flowers, you know what I'm saying? Like, holy shit, is that some talent?
Dude, I'm feeling good about this rewick that's gonna happen right now. I love the moonshot. It's so fucking good.
Just trying to get these fucking coils exactly where I want them to be. These are 3
I wish I'd
millimeters,
grabbed
so
them before they got canned at the shop. I could have sent you one.
Oh no, I don't need another one, dude. I already have 3.
Yeah, but you got to remember, but this was like back in 2018. You probably only had 2 back then. I could have been the one who gave you the third one.
Oh, that's true, actually. That is true.
I don't know why I want to try to do this, but I'm going to cram these 3 millimeters into the single coil AFC
Get her done.
because I just want to.
I think I did have only one back then, actually, Sean. I'm like trying to think. I think I bought one from Will. I think I bought a stainless steel from Will like the first time I was ever at a shop.
Boom. Perfectly centered coils. Throw that AFC on there just to double check.
Jeez, that is snug.
Yeah, dude. It's a tight fit.
Snug as a bug in a rug.
Yep. All right. Now we can go ahead and start setting these bad boys in. Just dropped a full live performance by Hieroglyphics. Really?
Ugh. Hieroglyphics is fucking
Yeah, I dropped a link in the
legend.
yo and go ahead, drop it over there in the Still Valley one too, Steve.
Yeah, what are you doing? You're leaving some of us out here, man. Come on. Speaking of dope hip hop, I don't know if anybody else besides me is listening to Aesop Rock,
Shorted. Where is it shorted?
but homie just dropped a brand new record and it is insane. The fact that he can write a rap so eloquently about receiving an art lecture in college in 1996 and make it flow into this whole discussion of the rumble in the jungle and Muhammad Ali's fight is incredible.
Why is it shorting?
Like,
It makes 0 sense. And this is exactly why you build on regulated devices, people. Check our, of course, the 510 pins and Allen key.
Bill new is the box handy.
Okay. Try this again. Is the resistance too low for that mod? It shouldn't be. That's so dumb. I've used these coils on, and built on this mod before. All right. Audible.
What happens if you put? Oh, you don't even have the AFC ring on there or whatever right now.
No.
That's just the deck.
But we're gonna go ahead and switch this mod out for a DNA.
For any of you that's ever built on a moonshot, like this is what you go through. Just a reminder, this is the only way that you can fucking wick it because of the way that the deck works.
Is that right?
I feel like this should work. I guess now is the time that I attempt to do this.
All right, give this a little bit more juice.
I remember being like a rookie vapor, getting a moonshot, like the original, the 22 millimeter, like back in like 2016, and just being like, I have no idea what I'm doing. How can I get this? Watching every video, trying to find like anyone that has some tip, and then just out of pure grind, I ended up cracking this tank and like figuring it out. Ever since then, it's just been a tank that every once in a while I have to vape.
I remember seeing it in the shop and like being like, what is this? And starting to just mess with it and like realizing how you took out the deck. I was like, this
Eh,
is wild.
so now we're good. Now I gotta tuck these wicks down in there. But I find it's easiest to tuck them when they're wet. Just
It's an
not
interesting pro
soaked.
tip.
Yeah. So I'll just like put a few drops across the top. And
It's
then if
crazy too, because you're doing like really big coils for that deck.
so like they're just damp. Yeah, they're 2.5s. I think it's like a 0.14. They're probably like 28s or something.
But you're
All
doing like
right, there we
what, a
go. Set
tri-core fuse,
in.
alien,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like we're talking about
Oh,
a deck that was designed when we were vaping round wire and Clapton, you know?
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
like it's
setting.
wild that you can still fit a modern build in that thing.
Oh,
It's honestly awesome that you can. It's what makes this like RTA
nice and
just
easy.
timeless for me.
All right, so now we're gonna grab ourselves some cotton bacon. Where's my good bag? Okay.
I thought I dropped that cotton, but I didn't. I just did a touch of a trim on one part of the cotton. It just fucking rips so much flavor. This fucking the moonshot, baby.
I mean, how could it not? There's no room for anything.
No, there's really not.
Like you're literally just breathing off the coil.
It's like, yeah, it's like right there. That bottom airflow just fucking shucks it right in. It's pretty short.
Super short. Like,
I have shorter like RTAs, but it's fucking pretty short, man. And there's like tons of airflow.
was a different time, man.
Yeah,
It's
dude,
crazy.
that guy, man. I also remember watching this like it was a interview. I think it was like DJLSB, and he was there, and he was wherever the guy was from, like Indonesia or Malaysia. I can't remember where he's from. And he's like interviewing this guy, and the dude's such a young dude, and you're just like, dang, dude, this guy's fucking crazy. Like, how would you have thought this up at that time?
I mean, that was that era. So that was what, a 2016 Addy?
Not probably 2015, like
Yeah,
mid
like
2015. Like it's old.
'cause I know
But
like
he
the
was like a
shop
cloud chaser.
opened. I know that the shop opened in 2016, and like that was one of the first Addies that he stocked, which is why it was still there when I got there, and
Dude, yeah, it was pretty popular.
2017 era.
Yeah, it was a pretty popular RTA because you could rock it on a tube mod, and at that time there wasn't much that you could. And because it
Yes.
has like enough airflow for that, like you can chuck clouds with Moonshot.
Yeah, like I just found a video from the vaping biker from back in April of 2016 reviewing the moonshot. That's wild. Like it's when I started vaping. Yeah, here's a X1 vape, how to build and wick the moonshot RTA, February 20th, 2016. Holy shit.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, it probably dropped in 2015.
Yeah, like, it was probably like late 2015. Everyone was getting their hands on it and dropping videos by the beginning of 2016. It is so crazy. Dude, Sigelli was hitting hard back then.
Oh,
Right.
absolutely.
And remember when they dropped the Moonbox combo?
Yeah, dude, that's when the Moonshot 24 came out. I'm pretty confident.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right. And they made all the box mods look like the Moonshot package
Yeah.
because that was a dope tin.
Oh, I did. Oh, I have one right here. Let me just. This is from a 22. So this is like the original one, but yeah, this is like
Yeah,
that.
like there's a dope
All
art.
right. So now that that's done, I can actually go ahead and got this thing all
And it's a
nice
That
and
tin.
yeah,
wicked and ready to go. Nice and clean.
Um,
So now I
what
gotta
was this
go ahead and turn this
resistance?
off.
I didn't even look. Oh, it looks like it's like a 0.11
that's
on
gonna
that
be
mod.
a. I
Um,
say that'd be a pretty toasty vape in that little guy.
Let's see what it is on my Odin.
oh, now I have a dilemma.
Go with your gut.
You got to stay objective. These are new coils.
Yeah, and go it is.
Okay, I have a problem. This moonshot, the 510 is just too short to read on my Odin. That's like the only thing. So, dude, after like 3 years, I guess, of having this mod, and I have no idea how many hits because it resets every 9,999. But the 510 on here, I feel like this, I need to like take the top off and clean.
Dude,
the springs and shit because like I must have just dripped in this motherfucker too many times.
This build is angry, bro.
Yeah.
I
What
don't-
is ramp up?
You guys aren't gonna be able to hear it, Sean and Chris, but chat will be able to hear this. Listen to the fucking crackle on this shit.
We get to start the initial growl.
A cat. And I didn't wick them super loose either.
No, we saw like,
Like that was actually a little bit tighter than I would have liked, though.
oh, but now you're gonna get such dense flavor too.
And hopefully they'll last a little longer.
Yeah, and they'll last a couple days longer.
Shout outs to Drip Theory for the awesome coils. Went in, no issues whatsoever, glowed up perfectly, and as you guys could hear, they're fucking raging. Dude, this thing's got a low rumble to it right now.
Oh yeah.
Like I feel it as I'm vaping it, bro. Like you can
That-
feel the pops.
That extra 10% of nickel just makes it that little bit less resistant, and it just gets even more aggressive.
Neil Pitts is giving you some advice. Chris, he says use some contact cleaner and a cotton bud to clean the 510. I'm guessing it means like a Q-tip or something like that.
Oh, dude, I've used like a Q-tip and Rambi alcohol. It's just I think it's just so gunked up. Like, dude, this mod has over 100,000 hits, no doubt. Like, easily. It's fucking been used and abused. So I think that it's just there's a bunch down inside because you can see there's like a
Yeah,
gasket.
dude, mine hasn't even round robined once yet. 'Cause
Dude,
I'm at
I've round robin mine so many
9,675.
times.
Unless it has, and I just never noticed. And this is my second go around.
This thing doesn't reset on its own. So after the first time I hit 9999,
It just stays
I
there.
vaped it for like 2 months, reset it for funsies, and then when it hit the max out, I just haven't reset it since.
All right, let's see how this already vapes on a mech.
I'm probably at like a good 50,000 now on this thing
Nice fresh
in the last
battery.
couple of years.
Dude, I did a horrible job rewicking that.
This came in just under 0.1, like 0.9, 0.095. Whew.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna bust out that other AFC ring too, just for funsies. Dude, this thing's warm. I'll tell you that. Got some coils from Coils by Scott, UK, and they're the deepest blue and purple I've ever seen coils, I think. That's pretty sick.
Some good clean wire.
What was I doing? Oh yeah, AFC ring. It's not in the box. Why is it not in the box? Because I put it somewhere else. Where did I put it?
That was a thing I learned about from a coil maker way back in like 2017. And if you wash your coils, you'll get even better blues and purples.
Yeah, because it doesn't take on the oils from our hands.
Yep.
All right, let's pop this bad boy in here. Make sure we got it going the right way. Pop it all the way down. What up, Paul? Thanks for popping in, bud. Hope you're doing well. Just got done rewicking the old, or rebuilding the old Bonza Pro. Now we're just trying to get this AFC ring locked down. That's the only thing about these rings that I don't like. Just trying to get them to sit down in the cap is kind of a pain. There we go. Open her up. Definitely a lot more airflow. Cools it down a little bit. Flavor is slightly different. It's kind of a trip because I'm getting the same kind of like slight like hiss noise out of this that I'm getting out of my RDA2 right now. We want to try his 8-core 0.09 Fralians, but they're not available from my distro. Dude, that's pretty intense, dude. Can't tell whether I like it better with the single or the dual coil airflow. Probably just going to be bouncing back and forth all night. So I figure out which one I like the most. One thing I will say though is shout outs to Drip Theory, bro. These coils are banging. Once again, my friend. Let's see, is there anything I missed out up here? People talking about ASAP Rock. Stupid holiday delayed my order at work. I need my juice, damn it. Hooked on the Nom's Black Cherry Sour Apple. Sounds interesting.
I'd try a hit or two.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Yeah. Like, sour apple's not normally a flavor I'm gonna fuck with, but
Me either, but I do like a black cherry.
yeah, the black cherry got me intrigued enough. I would definitely take a hit or two.
Speaking of taking a hit or two, I don't know where you guys are at with your Rewicks or rebuilds or whatever. I'm gotten mine all done, ready to rock. I think that it's time for that next step of the show.
You
Where you at with
down
yours,
there,
Chris?
Mr. Drip?
Yeah, I just had to go back in and do a slight adjustment. But luckily for me, the moonshot only holds like maybe 2 mils tops, and I only put in just enough to like get to see if it was gonna like wick good, and I wicked it a touch loose, so I just did a little bit of an adjustment.
It's like a cherry sour apple sucker or something. Huh. It's amazing. It's like a candy cherry. An apple, not cough syrup. See, that's always the thing that I run into. There's only I've 1 or 2 cherry flavors that I've had that actually aren't too bad. Like doesn't Coil Turd's got a cherry liquid, doesn't he? He's got like a cherry cheesecake. That's
Yeah, I didn't like it at all.
I thought it was pretty good.
You actually were vaping that when we were in Vegas.
Yeah, that's right.
I never did try that one.
It's not bad, dude. In my opinion. I vaped 120 mils in like 4 days. Dude, that's pretty much how long it takes me to get through a bottle of Homeboy. Sometimes shorter than that. I'm honestly kind of stressed out right now because I'm at that point where I'm like halfway through my last bottle of mango. So I was going to try to switch it out just so I could savor it and until I can order some more. But I might end up plowing through it and then just have to switch up to something else for a bit. Yeah, same here, Ern. I honestly need to just get on a subscription-based service with Dwayne and be like, yo, dude, just send me like 4 bottles every couple months, you know. You're killing your last 30, right, Meow? Yeah, same, dude. I've got about, I'd say, about 30 mils myself. It's about what I got going on in there. But with that being said, Sean, it's about that time to do the thing that we do with the thing and the guys and the stuff.
For sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please get this opportunity to stretch the legs, get a drink, hit the restroom, or even do like we're gonna do and inhale that good shit, exhale that bullshit, and enjoy yourself a little bit of shed time.
Let's do it. welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed your shed time break. I know I sure as hell did, and looks like the boys here did as well. Anyone use the Airizer XQ2? No, but like Sean says, he's got the OG, and he really likes it. Found one for a good price, and thinking about grabbing it. Honestly, bro,
Do it.
I'd say grab it, dude. If you
Do
found it at a decent price, might as well, man. You know what I mean?
Hit me in the DMs. I'll talk to you about what I think the couple of pros and cons are, and how to counteract them. And I think you'll have a fucking phenomenal time with it.
What's the Extreme Q? Is that like
That's what it is. It's the mine's called the Extreme Q. It's the original.
Okay.
The XQ2 is Extreme Q2.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
basically the two added a couple of extra functionalities, changed up some of the lights on it, but like otherwise they're pretty much the same fucking device.
We have two
One's
at the
just
shop, and one is slightly incomplete.
depending on what's
Yeah.
incomplete.
If it's something that you're gonna end up buying an upgraded piece for anyway, you know.
The coolest thing I think about the brand Airizer that I saw on their website is that they have replacement parts for basically every component of their devices. So if you have an Extreme Q or an XQ2, and let's say your heating element inside burns out, they will literally sell you a kit to replace the heating element inside that thing. So you're still not completely down and out. Like you're going to be able to fully repair your device. Like none of the other tabletop style products like that I've owned on that tier go to that length to be able to allow you to fully repair it at that level. Like break a bag, break a, a little bowl or something. Sure, those are replaceable, but to fully replace the heating element from the inside, they'll let you do
Neil
it.
Pitts, are you talking about Homeboy Mango? Like this, if you're talking about this, it's supposed to be just a straight mango flavor, but obviously there's little bits of other notes in there because of the mix that Dwayne did. He added a couple other flavor components to kind of make it a more well-rounded thing, but it's pretty much just straight mango for the most
it's
part.
like it is mango and fruits, but it's really
it's mainly mango. It's
Yeah.
pretty much just mango, but
He's probably got like every mango concentrate that he could get his hands on in it, and then like just those couple of things that make it taste more like mango.
I never really thought about it, but it kind of does taste like dried mango.
A little bit.
You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
because it's not like, it's weird.
It's like there's a hint of a candy mango in there, but it's not a candied mango.
Yeah, that's why okay. Yeah.
But and with the whole dried mango, they add sugar, so they're a little bit sweeter. So yeah, I could totally agree with that.
But it's pretty good, man. Hell yeah, Seamus. You know what's up, dude. Oh,
straight banger.
But yeah, it's that time for that other thing that we do here at the green room at the end of the show that we normally do, that I almost completely forgot about because I got sidetracked by chat. It's time for a game that we like to call Who Am I? This is a kind of a fun game. This is where we pick some sort of category, whether it be a person, a place, or a thing. And we pick one out one at a time, and the other people, as well as you guys out there in chat, just start asking yes or no questions till we can kind of narrow this down to figure out who, what, or where the person may be. So with that being said, what we thinking for category this week, fellas?
The last time we did something that was vape related, that's all I remember.
Yeah, and the time before that, we did something cartoon related, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right.
It was either cartoon or video game.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was one of those two. And I think regardless, it was like one of them was before that one.
Yeah.
So That's probably the last 3 ones we've done.
Yeah. So let's see. Let's do something a little different here. Let's go.
Drip Theory remembers we did a 90s sitcoms at one point.
Oh yeah, one was 90 sitcoms. I think that was probably one of the last ones we did.
That was a lot of fun too.
That one was fun. Musicians. See
Have we ever done movies?
Yeah, maybe once.
Okay.
I think. Would have been a while back. I feel like that was one
It
of the
makes
first.
sense that I would come up with something that we've
Yeah.
already done. So I believe
Well,
you.
we have done a bunch of random things now in
Oh.
this game.
Dude, honestly, those are actually Drip Theory's got a good one, dude.
Bad action movies.
You know what I'm talking about, bro. Like, your Seagulls, your Van Dams, your Chuck Norris's, like those old school ones that are just so fucking bad dialogue, but it's just all action. That's kind of a good one.
Would like
I would
old
be-
Arnold movies count as that?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
Okay. Because like I'm not gonna be able to know
No.
any of the things you said
Yeah,
by
there-
like
See, yeah, like
description.
I'd be so screwed in
There's-
that
oh, yeah, there's a lot
category.
of those.
Like bad action movies, like no.
I would be really hard pressed for that
Okay,
one.
let's see here. Bad is subjective. You're not wrong, Ern.
Yeah, he said action movies. I'm down to do action movies.
We could. See,
If we do it, I can go first.
I doubt I'll be making the final guesses on any of these, but I'm down.
Because it's gonna be hard, bro. Because like there's so many, and like we all span from different like ranges of fucking movie. Like
Yeah, but I'm not gonna pick some eclectic thing. I'm gonna pick something that was massive for fucking 20 years. Like,
yeah, we've said that before, and we've done that before, and it ended up not working out for us, bro. Because somehow somebody didn't know what the fuck we were talking about. Let's see. I'm trying to think of all those bad.
I don't know any of those movies.
What if
I
we
never really watched any of those.
I've watched a couple back in the day when IFC used to do like Samurai Saturdays.
What about this? Like cult classic comedies. You know what I mean? Like the
Yes.
big
Yeah.
big heavy hitters. Because I feel like all three of us are into comedy movies. All three of us have watched a plethora of them. And let's do it within the last. Yeah, we'll just cult fuck it. Why just
Yeah,
open
dude.
cult classic comedy? Because there's some good ones, there's some deep cuts, but I feel like even the deep cuts we'll be able to get to.
All right, well, I'm good to go.
All right. Let's start here. Are you like a buddy comedy? Like it's like two guys are like the main characters, and
I would say that I'm a buddy thing, but not specifically two characters. But I am like a buddy.
Yeah, I just mean more specific, like two, like like for instance, like Dumb and Dumber, or like.
It's not that specific, but
Okay.
it's.
So then it would be
It would be a buddy-ish movie, yes.
Okay. Does your story revolve around getting way too drunk?
I wouldn't say revolved around it. No.
I like Ern's question. He's like, "Are you a wolf pack?"
I knew where I was going.
Like there is drinking and some drunkenness, but
Okay,
it's
that's
definitely
not my
not.
question.
Yeah,
all
but
around
you're
that.
obviously
Yeah.
not The Hangover, because
Let's
I'll
that's
give
the
you that.
premise of that movie.
see. Okay, okay. Are they like? Does the movie like revolve around like the characters going on like some sort of like adventure?
Yes, I would say that they are, and they go on an adventure within the film.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
the film isn't the adventure, but they
No,
do.
no, but but in the film they
Yes.
do at some point like have to do like complete some sort of like mission per se.
Yes,
Okay.
Are your characters kids?
Ooh, good question.
like young adults. I know that it's a yes or no or whatever, but like I don't want to say no, and like they're like
Some
young
people
adults.
might call him a kid, and yeah, okay, I got
Okay,
you.
let's say this.
If you're like 22, you
10
wouldn't
and
call
under?
them a kid. No,
Okay.
they're older than 10.
Okay. Let's see. Trying to think here.
Just an update. No caramel on the moonshot so far.
Okay. Keep
Sorry.
us updated. You know, I'll ask this one from Seamus. Is it a Seth Rogen movie?
Seth Rogen is in it, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I figured it out. Yes, that one, Sean.
I'm trying to craft it. Like, so I'm just gonna go for it then. Are you super bad?
Hell yeah.
Yes. Oh,
I said
Got the fucking shirt on and everything.
I saw somebody say it in chat.
All around getting drunk.
No.
No,
part
it
of it.
doesn't.
all around
It
them
is
trying
part
to
of
get
it.
laid.
They definitely do go on an
Yeah.
adventure.
Yep.
For sure.
And they do get drunk, but it's not all about that.
See, like that is exactly. I was gonna ask that question, Seamus. I was like, did Judd Apatow direct it? 'Cause let's be honest. About 90% of the fucking good cult comedies Judd Apatow has been a part of.
If I didn't just go for it, the question I was going to ask is, does this revolve around high school prom?
Yeah.
No,
let me think.
See, I just want to say to everybody that's making it seem like it's all about getting drunk and it's all about a party. No, it's all about pussy. That's the whole point. He is trying to get her the alcohol.
Oh,
he's trying to
I'm
get
ready.
girls drunk and get drunk enough to get laid. That's what the whole fucking movie's about. It's not. Anyways, sorry.
Yeah, because they only get drunk at like one part during the movie. But anyway,
Like what?
Besides the part,
Yeah,
I'm ready.
at the party.
I'm ready. Whenever you guys are, I've got mine. I'm ready. And hopefully this fits in this category. I'm pretty sure it does, bro, because it's a pretty.
I definitely know my pick will fit. So, all right. Are you an Adam Sandler movie?
No, that would have been good.
Are you from after 2000?
I believe so.
Steve-O, It's a Love Story. Hell yeah.
Not wrong.
Yes, after 2000.
After 2000, okay.
Okay. Are you a buddy comedy?
No,
In the traditional like two main
no,
character buddy comedy.
No.
Okay.
Are there parts of your movie that are in a high school?
No.
Okay.
No, wait. I'm gonna say no, and then fight me later if
Okay.
there's some.
If there's like an obscure scene you can't remember, got it. So to the best of your knowledge, there's
Yeah.
no high school involved. Okay,
Not that I think.
gotcha. Um, hmm. Okay. Are you a Will Ferrell movie?
No. Another good choice though.
Did anyone in your movie, any mainish character ever or was ever an SNL cast member?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
nice.
Okay.
That was
I'm
actually
Okay.
that was a really good
I'm
question.
going.
Yeah, that was a
Let's
damn
go.
good question.
I had to like rifle through
Yeah.
the Rolodex to make sure, but yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
someone was
Okay.
on the cast.
All right. All right.
That was actually a really good fucking question, dude.
It was a damn good question.
All right, well, Sean,
I might have
follow
to
it up.
steal it later and use it on Sean.
All right. I'm trying to process that information and see how it, like, I don't know where I want to go with a question right now that I have that
I
information.
will say he's a deep cut pull from SNL, but
Is your main character the person from SNL's cast?
I don't. Well,
Because that would eliminate a
because
handful.
that's tough because there's kind of because it's not a buddy comedy,
Okay.
but you know there's kind of
One of main characters.
yeah
Got it.
yeah.
Understood.
No, Drift 3, if it was that, he was a pretty main character on SNL. It's not like that deep of a cut. He's like a part of some of the most famous fucking skits from SNL. He's from our golden era of SNL. David Spade.
It's your question, by the way, Chris.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that we were still waiting for you. 2000s SNL, many people. Does that have to do with like, does any of the movie take place in workplaces?
Yeah,
Okay.
technically, yeah.
Okay. Hmm. Is Jennifer Aniston in your movie?
No, no.
Okay.
Is there a romance aspect
Yeah.
of the movie?
Oh yeah. Come on, dude.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Okay.
It's one of them comedies. You know?
I'm gonna keep
Like, it's
going
not
down
a
my.
rom-com, but it's like,
Yeah, it's not necessarily rom com, but you know they always kind of have to tie some
Yeah.
sort
Yeah,
of.
they
Okay.
tie some sort of romantic interest
yeah,
in
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So now I'm gonna start to go this direction. I'm gonna keep going down my path. Is Ben Stiller in your movie?
Yes.
are you? Oh, no,
Here we go.
That's pre-2000.
Here we go,
It still
Chris.
isn't it though?
Yep. Well, because like that era, I've been trying to think of like who was like pumping movies in that era
Yeah.
in this genre, and like I said, like that's why I kept picking these names, and
I knew you
here
were
he
gonna
is.
narrow it down eventually, but I was hoping it might take one or two more.
This could still go a little bit.
Yeah, it could. There's a couple.
For
Okay.
sure. There's a lot.
Oh no, because I asked about sports. And you said yeah, but it was not like a real dominant one. Okay, so it's not that movie.
Wait, you asked what about sports?
Didn't we ask about sports or we didn't?
No.
Oh, okay. Are you dodgeball?
Fuck yeah, I am, dude. Dodge punch, I dodge ball.
Because then I was like, okay, he's clearly not a night at the museum.
Because that was the only
or
thing.
like
That's
those
where I got
things.
kind of hung up about the school thing. Because I think they might have played in like a high school gymnasium at one point.
Yeah, they might have. Yeah, they might have been a gymnasium for sure. But okay, nice.
Yeah, dude. And dude, Ben
Nice.
Stiller was only on SNL for 4 episodes. So like that's what I mean, like deep cut. Like he wasn't there for very long, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
immediately went to like the Ben Stiller show.
No shit. All right, well, let me go ahead and pull up the wiki here real quick, so that way, if you hit me with questions I can't fully answer, I can get
And
the
also,
specifics.
shout out to Neil Pitts because he got it before Chris.
All right, I got it pulled up, so this way, if I need to find info to confirm things, we're good. So whoever wants to go first with the first question, let's hit it.
All right. Is Chris Farley on the cast?
No.
Okay, so that knocks out a
Damn,
couple
it would
really
have been
ones.
good.
I know. I was kind of
And
hoping
anything with Chris Farley
I
is
was kind
good.
of hoping
So
even if it was just like a little cameo one, like that'd be sick. All right.
Are you pre-2000?
no.
Okay.
Okay. Were there
I
any?
know you thought I was gonna go there,
I'm,
Chris.
I'm gonna have to use it. Were there any SNL cast members on the cast?
Yes, there were.
Okay.
Is Will Ferrell in this movie?
I'm pretty confident that's a no.
All
I
right.
mean, far as I know, I'm pretty confident that's a no.
All right. Is the main characters are the main characters like children? Like under 10?
No.
Okay.
I'm literally checking like the entire list right now just to be 100%
No,
certain
like
because
I'm
Will Ferrell would sneak up on a
Oh yeah,
motherfucker and
it could be.
in a movie
Yeah.
like that and you're like, "Damn it, that was Chris. No." But no, that is for sure Will Ferrell was not in this movie.
Oh. I think it's your question, Chris.
Okay. Does your movie have Vince Vaughn in it? Or do you have Vince Vaughn in you?
Pause. Hey, yo.
This movie also does not have Vince Vaughn appear in it.
Okay. Is Mike Myers in this movie?
Let's triple check that as well. I like to just trying to like run through a
Well, I'm just trying to
whole
think.
list of
I'm just trying to think
like
of who was big in like early 2000s, putting out comedy movies that would have been on SNL. So like we already knocked off Farrell, Myers.
you don't know that it's early 2000s. You just know that it's not pre-2000.
Well, that's what I'm
Just gonna
saying. Like
point that out.
like anything after like that time, they're like those guys are still banging pretty hard for at least a little
But yeah,
into.
100% he's not in this movie
Okay.
either.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have are you Andy Samberg? Is he in this movie?
No.
Oh, okay. I was thinking that it could be an Andy Samberg movie.
All right. Is this a like weed related movie?
Good question. Because I would, but no.
I only asked that because like Seamus has been asking it like multiple times, so that so I was like, let me get at least one of them in for him.
Here, I'm gonna pull one from chat, from Ern. Is the main character a woman?
No.
All right. Let's see. Um. Are you an Adam Sandler movie?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay.
An Adam Sandler movie.
Damn, Farley's not in it? Oh, because after.
Yeah, he's dead.
Mhm.
Is Kevin James in it?
That's a good question.
Because he kind of just like
Because he's in,
became
yeah.
Chris Farley,
Yeah,
almost like
Well, you know,
in those Adam Sandler movies.
like, because Farley was supposed to do Grown Ups. Like that was kind of like their whole writing behind that when they were writing that, I guess. And then eventually, by the time they got to making it, it had passed.
He'd obviously
and
passed away.
Kevin James
Yeah.
took his spot. At least that's what I heard.
And no Kevin James. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Does Davey Bowie make an appearance?
David Bowie? That's who you just asked?
Yeah.
That's a negative, sir.
Okay, so it's not.
Okay,
Wedding
not the
Singer.
wedding singer.
It's one of my favorite. fucking-
I forgot he shows up in that
yeah,
movie.
he's on the plane, dude.
That's right. I was like, what? When you add this, I was like, what
Yeah.
movie was he in?
I just love The Wedding Singer, bro. It's one of my favorite Sandler movies.
a minute. Wasn't that? Are you sure that wasn't Billy Idol?
Oh yeah, you're right. it
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Billy Idol.
It's Billy.
I
Idol.
was say, wait,
On the
I was like,
plane.
that's why it didn't seem.
White
Wait a
Wedding.
minute, no,
No, you're right. You're right. You're right.
because White Wedding,
Yeah.
Wedding Singer, yeah.
Fucking brain fart.
Got me for a second,
Dude, it got all of us for a second. We all thought
For
David.
real.
We all thought it was David Bowie.
Hashtag shed time.
Dude,
So-
for some reason I always get Bowie and Idol mixed up. Don't know why.
When do you dress more feminine?
Oh,
David
for sure.
Bowie.
For sure.
And Billy Idol was like kind of like old school punk rocky, kind of like tight clothes. So we asked if it was an Adam Sandler movie, but we didn't ask if it was Adam Sandler was the star or if it was like a Happy Madison thing. Which what should I get clarification on that?
I'm pretty sure if it's a Sandler movie, he's probably gonna be in it, bro. There's not too many like super like big ones that I can think of off top that he wasn't at least in.
Well, one of my favorite movies is
Oh,
one of his.
yeah, but
it's not
that's pre 2000.
super bad. Grandma's Boy?
Yeah, isn't
No.
that pre 2000?
No, it's like
thought that was, right?
2006, 7, 8. Okay, well, I'm just gonna ask you. Is Adam Sandler, does he act in the movie like with like a main part?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're right. It did come out in 06.
I mean, that to me is what makes it an Adam Sandler movie versus a Happy Madison.
Okay. Is Jennifer Aniston in it?
I'm pretty sure that's a no.
Let's not just go with
Okay.
it.
So then now we have to ask if Drew Barrymore's in it. Because he's done a lot of
Yeah.
movies with Drew and a lot of movies with Jennifer.
Yeah, all right, 100% confirmed it's a no.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, that's another good
So
one, dude.
51st Dates, yeah, it is a good movie. Yeah, does it have Winona Ryder in it?
Nope.
Okay. I thought it could be Mr. Deeds.
It's a good movie.
Does he want to just get his kid a damn Happy Meal?
Also a good movie, but no.
God damn it.
So that was Big Daddy, right?
Yeah.
Yep. But I
Oh.
wipe my own ass.
Yeah. What's your name? He'll write it on the wall for you.
I gotta double check here
Captain.
when this came out.
Oh, I was about to do a Captain Insano thing, but that's a different movie. Oh, dude, that's a deep cut too. You know what?
Oh, man.
That might just be it, Seamus.
Oh, are you Little Nicky?
Yes, the fuck I
Oh,
am.
okay.
I knew you would be, bro. Underrated, bro.
Yeah, and I mean a true definition of a cult
Mhm.
classic.
Mhm.
It did not do well, but it is still well loved.
Both Seamus
by...
and Ern were on the same fucking page right there.
I honestly, like when you started going down the guest star stuff, I was like, man, go the music route. Because if you asked, is Ozzy Osbourne in it?
Oh yeah, I forgot Ozzy was in it.
Ozzy plays himself
Yeah.
because Ozzy is God. Like when the credits roll, it says Ozzy Osbourne as himself. because Ozzy is God.
Papa's
Sheamus
chicken is the
is the
shiznit.
shiznit. Release the light.
Dude, that was a
Get in the
good.
flask, Adrian.
Dude, that was good, bro. That was a good round, bro. We'll have to keep that one in the bank.
For real, that was a fun one. We could definitely do cult classic again, for sure.
Dude, I'm honestly excited for the new Happy Gilmore coming out. I'm stoked for the whatchamacallit. There's a movie that Theo Vaughn and David Spade wrote together. That's supposed to be coming out pretty soon. I think it's called Bus Boys. They're like just two bus boys and shenanigans occur, I guess.
Dude, I actually watched like
You've
a
never
new
seen
Vince
Little
Vaughn
Nicky
movie.
Gooser?
What?
I was told it was sacrilege.
Oh my
How to
god.
say I believe that.
We should watch it now.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with people. Like, when you watch it back now, like,
It's
it is a
ridiculous.
terrible movie. Like, it's very B. But god damn, is it still funny to this day.
Dude, just Adam Sandler the whole time where he's like doing
Yeah.
like all the fucking
My brother hit me with a shovel, and now I talk like this.
Yeah.
Ugh.
There's actually a few comedy movies coming out finally. It's been a while since there was a good one. Yeah, honestly, bro,
Agreed.
I'm hoping like the fucking cycle comes back around where we just get like fucking tons of great comedies coming out.
I mean, that is the one thing I'm going to say that I love right now is that I think we're past the point where comedians are afraid to say the funny things now.
Well, dude, have any of you guys watched Tom Segura's Bad Thoughts on Netflix?
Not yet, no.
Bro, he ain't holding back, bro.
Well,
He
that's
does
like
some
him,
wild,
Bert, like they're blowing up.
dude. But I'm just saying, like the context of the show and some of the storylines and shit that he's doing on there, bro. It's like fucking Netflix. Like, it surprised me that Netflix let him do some of the shit that he did, bro. I was like, oh fuck.
Really?
It's pretty fucking wild, dude. It's wild. It's over the top, obviously, and it's supposed to be comedic, but
Yeah.
some of the shit, dude, is fucking just nutty.
I know this. You will never see the fucking Aristocrats documentary on Netflix. And if you've never seen that documentary, make sure there's no children or easily offended people around and watch the documentary on the dirtiest joke ever and laugh your fucking ass off as like 50 of your favorite comedians through time all tell their version of the dirtiest joke ever. And you'll damn near piss yourself laughing. I promise.
Dude, these skits are fucking wild, bro. Honestly, there's a couple, bro, that like I was like, it's even a little bit much for me, bro. But there's like 6 episodes and they're real short. They're just like all like they're like all shorts. And they're just different fucking stories. Like he's got one that kind of goes along with his whole like beef that he's got going on with Garth. Like I don't know if you guys know anything about that, but like he's had this like running thing going on with Garth Brooks for like years where he started like making jokes about how, because apparently there's like people coming up missing in like cities that he was touring in and stuff. So like Tom started like this rumor that Garth's like killing these people and like hiding bodies or some shit, or he just like fucking make jokes about, all right, Garth, well, where are the bodies, bro? And like it turned into this big old thing where they just like would continuously just rip on Garth Brooks on their podcast. And then like he did this skit where he like pretty much takes on like the persona of Garth Brooks. Obviously doesn't have the same name, but pretty much plays out what he talks about, you know, all the shit that he's made up about. It's pretty fucking wild, dude.
Here for this. I gotta check this out.
I'll probably skip it. I don't really think he's that funny. I struggle watching him.
Some of them are pretty funny. Some of them are whatever.
They're a little too much, or they just weren't that funny.
They just weren't my thing. But anywho, that was a great round of Who Am I? I gotta say that I'm digging this fresh build. And the old Bonza Pro. Gotta say it's been a while since I vaped some Boule Bolu too, so having that and this RDA 2, which honestly was kind of like happenstance that I just so happened to have this set up because I took my Bonza Pro apart and I was like, oh shit. Now I don't have anything to vape because I didn't really have anything else set up right now. And I just looked at my desk and seen an RDA 2 sitting there. I popped the cap off and it was just freshly wick sitting there with just fresh coils, fresh wicks.
Shout out to past frames,
Right?
huh?
For real.
So I just fucking threw some Boule on there and called it a night. You know what I mean?
And off to the races.
But with that, ladies and gentlemen, time for us to wrap this up. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it on over to Uncle Chris.
Well, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. Thanks for putting some guesses into the movies. I love comedy movies. Those things are always great for me. Also, just Gooser, I wouldn't say that Lil Nicky's a dark humor. It's just Adam Sandler humor. He just happens to be in the Devil's Family. Like that's really it. Yeah, so check us out, shutdownpodcast.com. You can check all the stuff there. Just go check it out. You can find whatever link you want. And other than that, we'll see you guys next Friday here, Frames Janklin Vapor, 8 o'clock. And everybody have a good week. Sean, take it away.
Well, friends, you guys already know I'm going to tell you, I appreciate every last one of y'all who are tuning in and all y'all that are checking us out in the replays. It really does mean the world to us that you guys come out and check us out every week. We love it. So with all of that, just like Chris said, check out the podcast and don't let the best get you down. Be cool, don't be a dick, and whatever it is that you do, try and have some fun.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for some wise words, wisdom, food for thought for you guys to think about from my main man. And today, Confucius say, virgin with thimble on finger, never feel prick.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
It is true. And then he also says, where to go here? Confucius say, don't let your affection give you an infection. Put protection on that erection.
Yes.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. We greatly appreciate you guys. Make sure you be safe out there. Have fun. Enjoy your weekend. And as always, going to send out all those positive vibes. Chris by fives. Don't forget to tell somebody you love them. And as always, let's just vape on, Shedheads.
Deuces.
Bye-bye.